Nixon Nets give me high five. I be spiked out. I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I most definitely from.
Hi folks, Guy again from Latitude Marketing and the digitalmediastrategist.com. I want to briefly mention graph search on Facebook. It's a new thing. It's come out about 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, thereabouts. Still in beta testing, so not everyone has access to it, but they're slowly rolling this thing out. I know it sounds awfully boring, a search thing within Facebook. Who really cares, and who's on Facebook anyway? Let's not go there. Anyway, the interesting thing about graph search on Facebook, the first thing that you notice when you hover over the little box where you can do your search, like a Google, like a Yahoo, like a Bing, you name it, there's a whole bunch of automatic defaults that pop up. One that says restaurants nearby me. That in itself is interesting. What it does is you can actually click straight on that tab instantly and find all the restaurants that are listed nearby where you're located. Of course, Facebook's know where you live. Anyway, that aside, so therefore, if you're a restaurant, you need to have a Facebook business page. I'm not going to bother getting into that one. But the interesting thing about Facebook graph search, you can enter in data. For instance, a Cairns holiday accommodation. Like Google, what it will do is it will search using its algorithms. Now, to be fair, it's very, very early days, so it's not finding what we want just yet. But what it's doing is it's going through the content of Facebook, which of course is enormous, and it's finding relevant pages, business pages, to your search. So, for instance, Cairns holiday accommodation, you're going to most likely find an accommodation place in Cairns that is got a Facebook business page for a start, got to have that, and also is set up correctly within its about content, so therefore it's findable by this search string. Why is this interesting? Well, not only does it find something within there, it's interactive. So what it's doing is it's also within the algorithms, it's looking at what other users or friends, your friends on Facebook, what they're reading, what they're looking at, what they're doing, what they're engaging with. So for the first time ever, we have an interactive search engine on the verge of release, if you like. As I said, it's still early days and it's still beta testing, graph search. But on the verge of releasing an interactive search engine for the first time ever. Now, think about Google, right? We go and search through Google. What do we find? We find the websites that have the gurus behind the scenes knowing roughly or guesstimating better than anyone else, because they're paid the big bucks, as to how Google finds that. In essence, Google's telling us what we want to find. The beauty of graph search is we're interactive. It's becoming a case of the algorithms of Facebook is actually looking at what your friends are doing, or friends of friends, or friends of friends of friends, or people within the area. So it's actually becoming an interactive search engine, knowing what people are doing within the space of Facebook. Now, I know, you hear me the whole time bagging out all these TripAdvisors and all that sort of rubbish, and I'll stand by that. They are absolute rubbish. Anyway, let's not go on about that one. That's not what we're here for now. The difference here is that Facebook comments aren't bogus and fake at this stage. That may change with this graph search. I'm not going to pretend to predict the future. But the point being, at this stage, it's taking real information from real people and helping to collate a search. So, in a nutshell, Facebook graph search, big call, is going to take over Google in a couple of years. Google who? And that's going to be fantastic news for everyone. Reason is because we don't have to rely on the absolute gurus to try and determine what we want to find when we do a Google search. We'll be able to go to Facebook and we'll be able to rely on what we're doing, what our friends are doing, and the interaction that's going on between all of this space. So again, Facebook, say no more. If you're still not a believer, well, I can't help you. You got to help yourself, and what's the harm in trying? Anyway, I'll catch you next time with another hot tip. See you later.
Spiked out. I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I most definitely from.